What is up, YouTube? My name is Eben, and today on The Edge, we're going to be talking about a much-forgotten card. We're going to be talking about Tyrantrum. He's got 150 HP, and both of his attacks can usually hit for 150 damage, which is pretty powerful. Okay, Chew Up may not always hit for that, but if your opponent likes special energy, which a lot of decks do, he's hitting for 150 there, and that's just his base damage. He does have a 3 energy retreat, which is a little unpleasant, but we have plenty of ways around that. But let's talk about getting that damage up high enough for some one-hit KOs. I mean, the lineup is pretty obvious. Most fighting decks use these tools. Strong Energy, Fighting Stadium, Muscle Band, and it's easy to get two of these lined up all at the same time, which means that our Tyrantrum can easily see 190 damage on his Chew Up or his Giga Impact, which means he's one-hit KOing. Now combine that with his HP, and you're probably talking about a Mon who can live one attack usually, and is going to be dishing out one-hit KOs in return. And meanwhile, while we're dealing with that, we got to remember this guy only coughs up one prize, and most of the things he's going to be KOing, probably going to be surrendering 2 prizes apiece. And so, since he's only giving up 1 prize, we can even use chump blockers like Hawlucha and Landorus and whatnot to kind of buy time if we haven't set up a second Tyrantrum, because after all, these attacks cost a little bit. We can probably throw out a few speed bumps to slow our opponents down with relative ease. And getting him powered up isn't so hard. Remember, we got access to double colorless energy still. That, plus a fighting energy or a strong energy, is automatically enough to chew up, and Giga Impact is only 1 other energy away. Speaking of Landorus, he definitely deserves some mention here. His Shout of Power is an easy boost. Ultra Ball can go get you your Tyrantrum, and Ultra Ball is great because it's also an opportunity to discard that fighting energy that will make your Shout of Power already start powering this guy up as soon as you start attacking, which is nice because that extra energy or 2 could come in very handy. And Shout of Power deals enough damage that you don't even have to have a whole lot of this together to start making these attacks one-hit KOs. In other words, Tyrantrum doesn't need a Muscle Band and a Strong Energy and a Fighting Stadium. He only needs 1 of these to combine with Shout of Power's damage in order to score a KO. And that's pretty nice, and you have to think about the math before you start attacking or building a deck. Korrina's probably one of the best mentioned supporters here. I mean, yeah, Fossil Researcher is worthy of mention, but Korrina can go get you your Tyrantrum. She can also go get you cards like your Muscle Band. She can also get you nice pivots, like, say, Hawlucha. Another great partner in crime for Tyrantrum is its free retreat can ease switching when your opponents score knockouts, and it deals heavy damage with its 1 energy attack, which can allow Chew Up to KO even when your opponent doesn't have special energies on their Pokemon, which is pretty impressive. And that free retreat can also be nice with another great Korrina target, which is your Escape Rope. Escape Rope allows you to get your Tyrantrum out to get around your Giga Impact drawback, switch to that Hawlucha, which can retreat for free and bring the Tyrantrum right back in with its Giga Impact effect erased by being sent to the bench, so that it can go ahead and Giga Impact all over again. We're talking about a good fighting deck with lots of synergy, and these cards have been out for a while. Yes, other decks are more flashy and they're certainly newer, but this card's been overlooked, and at the very least, it could give you some very interesting wins at your local. And if you're gutsy enough, you might even be able to take it somewhere a little bit further, say cities, as the new season rolls around after summer. So, until next time, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitter, the link is below if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.